What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright. So I talked about this on my other channel, Too Raw for Sports, last night when this news broke. And that is that Shannon Sharpe is leaving Undisputed and will be gone very, very soon. He agreed to a buyout with Fox Sports 1. And he will be gone apparently immediately after the NBA Finals between the Heat and the Nuggets. From what I read, someone can correct me, but from an article that I read, Fox Sports will also no longer be affiliated with Club Shay Shay, which means that Shannon Sharpe is officially about to be his own man completely. And this is something that I've never understood why Stephen A. Smith hasn't made the same move. He does not need ESPN anymore. Doesn't need them. He has a big enough fan base to the point where he can be his own guy. But anyway, Kyrie Irving, the Dallas Mavericks, well, right now, you can say free agent. We'll have to wait and see where he goes. He's going to be part of a very intriguing off-season storyline as to whether or not he stays with Dallas or whether he goes to LA and help LeBron win a ring or whatever. But anyway, he reacted to the Shannon Sharpe news with a funny gift and a very, very short phrase. He said LOL when he heard about Shannon Sharpe leaving, and then a gift that said he should have did this a long time ago. And, look, a lot of us agree with this. A lot of us agree with this, and I'm assuming a lot of players agree with this because, number one, Skip Bayless was not popular with most players because he is one of these guys. Matter of fact, he's probably the worst when it comes to the mainstream sports media as far as being overly critical of players, having a very confusing set of standards for certain players. It's interesting with him because with some guys, you have to damn near play perfect to get any type of half-ass praise from him. But then you could be a guy like Tim Tebow who throws a bunch of interceptions and has a low completion rate, but he'll say we're missing certain things, certain intangibles that Tim Tebow's bringing. And I think he was the most agenda-laden media personality that's still out there. It's insane. Not to mention the fact, as well, that the way that he was using Shannon, it just made him look a certain way in a lot of players' eyes. And I'm going to be honest, man. It's a reason why I always use, for a lot of times, talking about Shannon Sharpe and Skip, it's a reason why a lot of times many of us use memes that show, Hop and Bob from Life, or, what's the character he played in Django? Steven from Django. It's a reason why we was using these memes because the way that Skip would use Shannon was basically to have him be the attack dog. And for people who Skip didn't like, with the exception of LeBron James, Shannon would go along and whatever Skip said that was somewhat scathing, Shannon would take the bait and just go completely nuclear on people. And it also didn't help that Shannon didn't show the same energy with certain people. It's interesting that, and this is the biggest problem I had with Shannon, I think, from watching that show. It's interesting that with certain people, Shannon will cross that line between constructive media criticism and outright disrespect, like what he did with Kevin Durant, right? Or what he called him. But then with a guy like Chad Wheeler, who literally beat his girlfriend nearly to death, Shannon didn't have the same energy, and he was just talking about mental health issues. And by the way, you notice how the media just swept that under the rug? We don't know what became of that story. You know, but it is what it is. Yeah, you know, you have those situations with Shannon, man, and then, you know, on national TV, you let Skip Bayless cuckold you, man. You let him strong arm you, and you lost a lot of credibility, man. You lost a lot of credibility. You know, you supposed to be Uncle Shay Shay, you know, the swollen ex-athlete Unc that, you know what I'm saying, regulate news and shit like that. So it's funny that you was ready to take on the entire Memphis Grizzlies team, but this 160-pound septuagenarian made you goddamn put your glasses back on and shut the hell up. And almost regret to cuss you out on national TV. So yeah, like, you know, he didn't have any credibility, man, and he should have been left, Skip. Because another thing too I need to get to, Shannon is far more successful than this guy. Shannon has over 1 million subscribers on his YouTube platform. Skip, I don't know what the last time I checked, but he might have had like close to 200,000 subscribers. And oftentimes the views on my channel either compete or exceed what Skip is getting with supposedly 200,000 subscribers. His channel is fucking almost DOA. Then you look at the interactions on Twitter and all of that, and he doesn't need Skip. Now, I don't know whether he was still there because of some sense of, you know, gratefulness or loyalty because he helped to give Shannon, you know, his platform and all that. But those days are long gone, man. It's a business thing now. And when he disrespected him like that, that's when it was time. And plus, you know, to be honest with you, I thought the show was getting stale anyway. The same stupid topics. And I think that's another reason why he left, because Shannon didn't have the say and creative control that he would want, and he just, you know, and he's earned, quite honestly, by this time. So I hope if he does go somewhere else, if say Shannon goes to ESPN, wherever he goes, I hope that he has more control and say as to what the agenda is going to be or what the topics are going to be about. But anyway, that's all I got to say in this particular video, man. Tell me what you guys think.